What does it take to work less in your business while earning more? Is it actually possible, and what are the systems in place to actually help you do this? In this video, let me share with you the exact way I systematize my week for maximum output while earning back my time and enjoying the lifestyle I desire. Now, this video is perfect for you if you're already a creator, you already have some sort of business running, but you want to be more productive and not spend like 50 hours a week working on your business. You want a better way to work and output without having to spend all your time on it. The first thing you can do is to batch your content. Now, this is super useful because especially if you're a creator putting out things regularly and you feel like you're constantly on a treadmill of content production, it sometimes feels like you can never have a chance to breathe. But what I tend to do is in the first week of each month, on the very first Monday, I create as much content as I can for that entire month's worth of content. So let's say we're creating one piece of content per week. And so typically there are 4 weeks in a month, right? Then I know that I have to create 4 pieces of content for the month. Well, what I'll do is literally that first Monday of the month, I will go through and spend a couple hours recording that entire month's content. Now, my personal style of content is usually 10 to 15 minute style videos. I do a lot of tutorial videos and also mindset videos, things like that. But it's all decently mid-length content that doesn't take hours to record. And this can be very effective if you want to batch everything, because after you create your month's worth of content, you know that you're literally done for that month. It's super useful. And it just gives you that mental relaxedness, knowing that your most important thing, the content, is done for the entire month. And I usually do that on the Monday, the first Monday of the month. Then what I do is the very next day, the Tuesday, I will dedicate to editing the videos, uploading them to my platform of choice, in which case it's YouTube, but you could be using Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, whatever, and then also scheduling those posts to go out. And you might be using some sort of service for this. I personally use what's called Opus Clip. And Opus Clip allows you to create short form content from your long form pieces of content. And if you're on the upper plans, they allow you to actually schedule out all those short form content to go out at the same time or whatever time you desire on all the different platforms you integrate into Opus Clip. It's really cool, and it saves me so much time. So I do all of this on Tuesdays, okay? And again, it only takes a couple hours, like maybe 2 hours max. So from Monday and Tuesday, I really only worked, let's say, 4 hours so far. And then the Wednesdays, here is where I do a lot of my coaching calls. Wednesday and Thursday, actually. I dedicate Wednesdays and Thursday to all my students, to my coaching. So here's where I output, not in terms of creating content, but actually in terms of helping and coaching, consulting, whatever that might be. So if it's an online music lesson or a business coaching or consulting session, this is where I'll do my sessions. And my students pay me each session, or they pay me by the month or by the year, depending on their payment plan. But Wednesdays and Thursdays of the week is where I'll be doing my coaching programs and my consulting. And typically on the Fridays, I'm sort of doing any miscellaneous work that has to be done that maybe hasn't been done the rest of the week. But it's just a great way to catch up on everything and ensuring everything is done before the weekend hits. So I really can enjoy my Saturdays and Sundays without having to worry about picking up pieces that have been dropped over the course of the previous week. Now, one thing I do want to add is that working less also involves a deeper knowledge of what actually makes the difference in your business. Like, there are probably lots and lots of things that you're doing in your business that don't actually move the needle forward, right? So it really comes down to identifying the core 20% that results in the core 80% of the revenue that's coming in. So for me, what really is important is the content creation side, because if I don't have my free content, then the organic growth is not going to come in, right? Like, YouTube is my discoverability platform. So that's really important to set the foundation of the business. And then I have to have my lead magnet in place to attract my audience, to build that email list. And then therefore I have my email funnels and systems in place to then convert to paying customers down the road, right? So identifying what those core elements are to really help your business run and move forward, those will be the core difference makers when it comes to creating a thriving online business that allows you to work less and less over time. But let's say you're starting at the very beginning and maybe you're currently working a 9 to 5 that you don't really enjoy, maybe you actually hate it, and maybe you are passionate about something and you do want to monetize it somehow, right, in the future, but you just don't know how and you're sort of feeling stuck along the way. Well, I'd like to invite you to my 5-day challenge called the Life Giving Business Challenge. And during this 5-day challenge, I'll show you exactly how to create a business that's built upon something you're actually passionate about, how to ensure it's the actual right business idea, and then also we'll find out what we can actually offer our people. We'll identify the perfect client avatar so we know who we're serving every single step of the way. And at the very end, I'll show you how to create your first offer so that you are starting to monetize this business, and you'll see that proof of concept, which will really launch your business forward. And we'll do this all within 5 days. And this actually will take work. It's not just another online course where you can just watch the material and then nothing happens, right? This will actually be a challenge. So I'll be challenging you each and every day, and we'll be working hard together to actually put this thing together and start putting it into motion, right? So if you want to join me on that journey, sign up for the challenge down below in the description, and I'll see you on the inside. And if you have any questions about the video, please let me know in the comments below. Otherwise, I'll see you in the next video, and take care.